Hey there, it's Enderverse. Today I'll be showing you guys 20 world gen data packs. This way you can enjoy enhanced terrain along with beautiful structures, all the while using no mods at all. Now let's dive into the video. First on the list we've got Terratonic. This is a fine mix of both Geophilic and Tectonic. The thing that makes this data pack this unique is how it combines the compacted details on Geophilic along with the expansive land masses from Tectonic. I purposely used it with the Distant Horizons mod just to be able to show the beauty of the overall terrain, and I would not recommend a render distance below 32. Dungeons and Taverns is an extensive data pack on the list. The data pack offered massive structures including witch villas and desert ruins, along with conveniently small buildings like the Pillager's Camp, Sandy Houses, Conduit Ruin and more. Some of these structures will be an enhancement of the vanilla ones, like this enlarged Pillager outpost. One of the most seamless data packs on the list is Geophilic. The difference here can be barely noticeable, as it will consist of minor features like boulders, cut trees, fallen logs and plenty more. This data pack should be your go-to option if you are very concerned with keeping the vanilla game feel. The data pack with the biggest structures is none other than When Dungeons Arise data pack. Initially this was a mod, but was recently reworked into an easy to install data pack. The dungeons provided here are massive and will contain a lot of details. I see this pack being used as a way to effortlessly get a mansion for yourself, since you can just clear some of these structures, light them up, and they're yours. A data pack specialized in not only enhancing the end, but also the Stronghold itself is Stellarity. The data pack also goes the extra mile of adding a new method of summoning the Ender Dragon. When it comes to the end terrains, you'll enjoy improved end series, incredible terrain generation built with vanilla blocks, along with an end campsite containing a map leading you to an end village. This is truly the best end data pack I could think of, and I hope you give it a try, my friend. With Towns and Towers, you'll come across a collection of 50 new variants for both the villages and the Pillager outpost. The data pack doesn't follow a specific style either, and you will not be able to spot any similarities between the structures. Some of these pillagers will be in the form of ships, which simulates a pirate ship, and some villages will have a unique architecture that you will want to just sit down and prospect the beauty of this place. What I've shown you so far is just a small glimpse into the Towns and Towers data pack, so there is plenty more waiting for you. After showcasing the initial Dungeons and Taverns data pack, I thought it would be a good idea to also throw in the Dungeons and Taverns Stronghold Rework. This is a self-explanatory data pack, as it overhauls the structures to be quite vast and explorative. The amount of rooms added here is absurd, and there will be no repetition, opposite to the vanilla version. I love this data pack, and it's honestly almost as good as Young's better Stronghold. And who knows, it might even be better for some of you guys. Arboria is a data pack mostly focused on the trees and lakes. Although we can still spot some general enhancement to the terrain, the main highlight here is the increase in both height and detail of the vanilla trees. This unification of purpose made the pack quite unique, in that it will be specialized in one or two things instead of overhauling the entire terrain. The only downside of the pack is also its strongest features, which is the height of some of the trees. They can be tens of blocks tall and will require some incredible effort before they fall. Infinity Caves adds a layer beneath the actual vanilla caves. After passing this layer, you'll be introduced to a few incredibly designed cave biomes. Each one of these biomes will be built off of different materials, and will also present a specific atmosphere like high temperature, toxic air, darkness and more. Blooming Biosphere is a data pack specialized in improving the vanilla terrains, along with adding completely new biomes too. With the data pack comes different shapes for the trees, along with some foliage like leaves, increased amount of flowers and more. Red small structures include historical and iconic buildings to Minecraft. Some of these structures are inhabited, while others will simply be a touristic monument. There are plenty more structures to uncover, and in the download page you could choose whether the structures are rare or common. I would recommend choosing the rare version. The Thunderbirds village collection adds some forgotten villages including the jungle villages, cherry grove villages with a Japanese twist, badland villages with a Wild West style, swamp villages with no style in particular, and more. William Wythers' Overhauled Overworld contains a wilder version of the vanilla terrain generation. The lands will be filled with trees and will contain an incredible amount of details. Mountains can be spotted in the distance along with wide rivers, which is a beautiful combination. I once again used the Distant Horizons mod to be able to fully appreciate the difference made by this data pack. Ships data pack will not only include structures in the form of ships, but will also add coastal pillagers. They will have boats and will chase you around in the ocean and even on foot. There's also the possibility of coming across a fleet of ships, in which case the amount of coastal pillagers will increase immensely. Subsurface is a data pack that will transfer biomes from the surface into the caves. These included biomes like the coral reefs, forests, taigas, ice spikes, and a few others. New desert temples will enlarge these structures. They will be at least 10 times bigger. The interior has also been enhanced, and this data pack kinda reminds me of Young's better desert temples. And that's a good thing because I love Young's mods. ChoiceTheorem's Overhauled villages will improve the building style of the vanilla villages. In addition, the data pack will include new villages as well. There are also new pillager outposts to discover, and the data pack is quite vast, and you will need a lot of time before you discover each one of these structures. Opposite to the data pack before it, Structory doesn't have all that many structures. It only includes a few. These structures will be relatively small in size and will be scattered around specific biomes. This is an extremely lightweight data pack on the list and will benefit simplistic players. The only data pack on the list with improved nether terrains is Incendium. Being made by the same organization as the Terratonic mod, you can only expect the best from it. One of the most striking features about the mod were not only the amazing biomes it offered, but the incredibly detailed structures it has. These structures will include things like statues, watchtowers, dragon heads, and more. Explorify added a few small structures that are multiplied in different variants. Although the number of the structures is in the single digit, the data pack doesn't fail to leave its blueprint on the terrain, as you will find these structures quite commonly around your world. Thanks for watching. I hope this collection of packs was sufficient to enhance your terrain generation. If so, a like and a subscribe will benefit both of us, my friend. See ya in the next one.